Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the Rampage LMG, the newest piece of weaponry added to Apex Legends in Season 10. This weapon was manufactured by Rampart. Now, this weapon is probably the slowest firing weapon in the game, or the slowest firing automatic weapon, so it shoots at a pretty slow 300 rounds per minute, but the reason being is that it hits like a bloody freight train. So you're doing 28 damage to the body, 24 to the limbs, and then 42 to the head, which is nothing to scoff at. So this weapon is mostly viable in medium to long range combat because of its very slow fire rate. You wouldn't want to be caught up close against somebody that has an SMG like the R99 or the Volt, because you will get out damaged. Now, it has respective magazine sizes of 28, 32, 34, and 40, with no mag, the regular extended mag, the blue mag, and then purple and gold. It can take all the attachments that most other guns can take, such as a barrel stabilizer, an extended mag, a sight, and of course the stock. So one of the neatest features of this weapon, and really the selling point of it, is its ability to rev up the fire rate. So to do this, you need to have a thermite grenade in your inventory, then you press the charge up button, mine happens to be B, you charge it up, and then you're going to put a thermite canister in there, charging up or revving up the weapon and increasing the fire rate. So as you can see, there is now a bar here, and that total bar lasts 90 seconds, with each shot taking off 2 seconds of that timer. So if we do a little test here, you'll see how fast it actually shoots with this. You can see it's quite faster than without, and it can deal a decent amount of damage in close to medium range combat because of how heavy it hits, just how chunky it feels. This gun is like just a behemoth, and it really shows when you are hitting your shots. So just to give you a number, the fire rate when it is revved up is 390 rounds per minute, which is 90 rounds per minute more than the uncharged RPM. So a couple of neat things about this weapon is, first, you can see the sight is just strapped on with rope. It doesn't seem to be supposed to actually have a sight, but they just strapped it on with rope, which is funny. And also the inspect animation. So if you do the inspect animation with a brand new Rampage, for example, let's just inspect it real quick. So when you open the chamber here, you can see that is where you put the thermite grenade in to rev up the Rampage. And what is neat and really nice attention to detail by Respawn is when you do put a canister in there, so a thermite grenade, and then you shoot the entirety of that rev up charge. When you do the inspect animation, again, the empty canister stays in there. So the empty thermite canister just stays in the inspect animation, which I thought was really cool and really nice attention to detail by Respawn. So as you saw right there, you get pretty much a full mag of charge if you shoot nonstop, and you can decimate your opponents. So I was using this weapon mostly in medium range combat because you don't want to be caught up close with this thing if you don't have the thermite grenade to charge it up. If you do have the thermite grenade to charge it up, it can be devastating at close range combat, even if somebody is running an R99 or something, because this gun just does so much damage that, first of all, you're going to punch through their armor really quickly, which means you're going to aim punch them quite soon after you start firing at them, and it just does so much damage that even if you miss a couple of shots here and there, I mean, it only takes 8 shots to down an enemy that has purple armor on. And you know, it's forgiving in the sense that that's not even 25% of my magazine that I just shot there. So it's very forgiving in that way because of the amount of damage you are doing per shot. It also doesn't have too bad of a recoil at, you know, medium to long range combat. It's quite easy to control, still getting a little bit used to it, but it is just a slow, heavy hitting, chunky weapon that can deal massive damage and, you know, has the ability to be charged up. Now, with the ability to being charged up, Fuse got kind of a shadow buff, because Fuse, as you may know, can stack up to 2 grenades or ordnances per backpack slot, which means that if he's running a Rampage LMG and he has, you know, 2 slots full of thermites, that means he has 4 different rev-ups that he can use while only taking up 2 backpack slots. Unlike the Sentinel, which uses shield cells, everybody can carry the same amount of shield cells per bag slot, but Fuse can carry 2 ordnances per backpack slot. So he has a little bit of an advantage here when using the Rampage LMG, and so does Rampart, because as you know, her passive is modded loader, which allows her to handle LMGs better and reload them faster and have more ammo in the mag. But I would definitely suggest you try this weapon at medium range combat, give it a go, see how it feels, learn the recoil, and then give it a shot in close range combat. With it being revved up, you're going to see that it is still pretty competitive with some of the better weapons in close quarter combat. You can have a lot of fun with the Rampage LMG. I absolutely love it. It reminds me of like something like an AK-47, you know, a really slow firing but heavy hitter of a weapon. That's kind of what the feeling I get when using the Rampage LMG, but I definitely think it is a very good addition to Apex Legends, having this slow firing but heavy hitting LMG. Anyways, let me know what you think of the Rampage LMG if you have had the chance to try it yet, and what you think of the rev-up mechanic. Do you think it's a good thing to have? Do you think it makes the weapon more versatile this way? And do you think it's gonna get nerfed? Maybe? I don't know. I think it's in a good spot right now, but only time will tell. But anyways, that'll do for this nonsense rambling. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.